not a podcast. This is not just a live. We call it as Sync. It's called Summit Sync. And before we go live, so team, let me know if we are on live. So we will be getting live in like 1 minute from now. And in the meantime, just let me know from which all places you are logging in. Which all places you guys are logging in? Kota, lovely. All right. Can we have a little bit of communications, because the next 30 minutes is going to be bombastic stuff, and there will be hardly any time for us to watch who is typing what. And we have a list of stuff which is going to be happening here. Awesome, lovely. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's go live. Let me know. We can go live right now. We can go live.
We are on live.
Oh, lovely. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and those people who are the movers and shakers of this world, and you are watching this live right now. This is not a podcast. This is not a webinar. But yes, we do have some people live with us, and this is a session we are going to talk about a lot of things about something which is crazy happening. And I would also like to invite the host himself as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are here watching this, let me know on the chat, wherever you are watching, might be on LinkedIn or YouTube or social media. Just type in where you are watching this, and we're going to go live. The next 20-25 minutes is going to be a roller coaster stuff, because we have plenty of things which is happening right now. So without any further delay, I would like to invite the host of this entire thing, which is called as the CXO, Global CXO Accelerator Summit, happening in Bangalore. And this session is dedicated about what is exactly happening. This is the first time we have something which is in series. So without any further delay, let me welcome the host of the session. In fact, right now is also the guest of the session. So Muditji, most welcome.
Good evening. Good evening. Thanks a lot, Amit. Such a pleasure to have you here, and thank you for calling me. It's such an honor to be here with you.
Lovely. So we have Dr. Mudit, and as I said, we are going live on all the streaming. So if you guys are already connected, give a big round of applause wherever you guys are watching this. There is something in the connect sections. There is something in the comment sections. For every person who is connecting, we will send you a small token of love and appreciation from us. So quickly, let me tell you what is this session is all about and why this Summit Sync is a little different. Number one, this is something which is first time done in India, because we have something like a series of stuff. So we're going to be coming on multiple days on this particular summit, and we're going to tell you about what is it happening, how is it happening. By the way, there are a lot of things, lot of questions that has come to us, and this session is designed on a particular format. This session is designed on answering all those FAQs which are typically not answered anywhere else. So we're going to go straight away with that. So before we go forward, Muditji, welcome. And the first question that I have, because this is going to be a rapid fire, a lot of things going to be, we'll be talking about it. So the first thing, let's start with this. There's a lot of excitement. A lot of people have been connected. There are a lot of questions coming in. And the only thing is, why this Summit Sync is something that we have right now here. I mean, what is it that people are expecting in the next 20-25 minutes?
Well, actually, it's really open to the audience. I'm happy here to answer any question that people may have, because people have been writing in and they want to know about the event. And so I think, the best way to do that is to do it live and answer any question anybody may have, and, answer the questions you may have, considering that we're here.
Yeah. So guys, this is live. I can count on one. I mean, if you can just type in some kind of numbers, I can let you know that this is live, purely not recorded, purely face-to-face. This is happening right away. So let me tell you about why this entire session was there and what was the need and why it is probably the world's first kind of structure that was been designed. So Muditji, I would like you to let me know about this entire thing, how it was conceptualized, or how did this initiated, and what made you to create something which probably is not right now available in the normal global platform.
Yeah, thanks, Amit. And I think it's such a valid question. Like once upon a time and taught to work hard. And if you have to solve any problem, throw more time, more energy, and hopefully it'll get solved with a little bit of jugaad, right? But unfortunately, in your career, what gets you to the mid-career, right? What gets you there is hard work, delivering on time, being dependable, etc. Got you here are not the things that are get you to the next level. Okay. So when that, there's such a change and nobody really prepares you for it. So one of the things this is something that I suffered and I, invested in a coach. I worked with John Matten, who's Steve Jobs' coach, who helped me. And once I was able to get a third party perspective, because we all have a few blind spots, then I was able to get ahead in life, and work in many countries, etc. But I think the essence really is that, a lot of us need help and we don't know where to go. So I thought, let's bring something global here to India so that, all our, brothers, sisters, friends, who are working here today could benefit from something, which is global in nature, because I think this is India's time. We're going to be the fourth largest economy. We're going to be actually the third. We are the fourth largest economy, right? So it's such an opportune time that nothing better than bring something like this here. I could go on, but
Right,
maybe
lovely. I've got a lot of questions coming up. Okay, what is it happening? Okay, if it is not a podcast, if it is not a webinar, what is it? So just to give you a brief about it, this is a series of short 25 minutes of session. We call it as the Summit Sync, where we are talking everything about why this is something which is right now the most urgent and important thing that you should be looking at if you are somebody who is aspiring to grow, you are aspiring to become a CXO, or you are aspiring to probably look into a different kind of an opportunity. Am I right, Coach?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's something that's going to, when I say that we run the global CXO.
All right. So I think we just lost him for some time, but the show must go on. Okay. In the meantime, when Mudit is back, let me tell you, my name is Dr. Amit, and I'm right now helping this entire system to get into a kind of a place where we are reaching out to maximum number of people, telling them about how is it going. Okay. So he is back in here. Let me just put him on spotlight, please. Yeah, lovely. Coach, we're back. You have to unmute. We just lost you for a second.
Yes, of course,
Right. So, Coach, I have got a lot of questions coming in. So, without any further ado, is it okay if we can just straight away go to the questions?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, these are all, I think, jumbled up because I think I'm getting it in all. And most of the people who have reached out, if you want to have understanding about what is it and you want to go details about this, and if you don't have time or probably you're just missing it out, we will be able to send you, or this is going to be also recorded and we're going to be putting it out here. Just type in wherever you are, just DM us REC. REC means recording, and we will be sending you a link where all this, we have got around more than 5 sessions planned up. These are all 25 questions. All these questions would be connected to you guys, okay? So these are going to be there as a series. So today is the first series going live. Good. So, Coach, there is I think the question, there's a lot of questions with me. The first question, which is coming up again and again. Okay. So people who have just typed in REC, we will be able to give you that link as well in some time. By the way, stay back with us because there are a lot of things which we will be discussing, which is usually not discussed otherwise. And we are going to we'll be bringing those kind of questions which are asked, but many times you might not get the right answers. The first question is, okay, now this is a very different kind of a question. So the team has selected one question for us. Why are 15 years plus veterans being replaced by cheaper AI savvy juniors?
Well, there are two reasons why, right? So you'll see a lot of layoffs happening in Amazon and Google and everything. So today, experience is not really a badge of honor, right? That experience, if it's not relevant and has not prepared you for the next level, if that leadership is not about potential, then those years of experience are really, not as important as the kind of knowledge that you need to be prepared for in the coming years. Okay.
Yeah.
So the reason why a lot of companies are laying off is because a lot of their staff are not ready for this AI new world. So the essence is firstly, so that's the two levels. One is you need to be skilled and you need to be ready for the new world, right? That's number one. And number two is, are you able to demonstrate that you're ready, you're an asset, and you're not replaceable. Okay, you're not replaceable by a bot, you're not replaceable by AI. Because that is the big differentiator. Let me give you an example. At one time, Netflix was a rental company. Okay, they used to do these DVD rentals, video
Yeah,
rentals,
yeah, way
right?
back.
And then they realized that the entire industry was going to end and collapse because nobody was interested in that anymore. So they completely reinvented themselves into a customer first, AI first, very customer centric organization, into streaming and OTT content and all of that we see. Now, one of the things they had to do, and when I was listening to one of the CEOs of Netflix, right, and the HR people, they said, look, it was unfortunate because the people we had were not ready for the new world and for the new organization. So rather than beat around the bush and try and train them for something they didn't know, we unfortunately had to let them go. And that's happening time and again. So I would just say, all leaders need to be ready for two things. One is be prepared for the skills that are required in future. And number two, you know, build that leadership experience, have that capability, with something that a bot or a machine cannot do.
Okay, and what is it, and how is this particular event is going to be helping people?
Yeah.
Absolute point blank question.
Absolutely. So that's exactly what we share, because the kind of people who are coming there, right? So I don't know if you've told everybody, we're going to have Shrupadik from the US. He's been a financial services CISO. We're going to have Indian, country head. We have Deepak Viveshwaraya, who's the CEO of Pegasystems. We have, GCC leaders. We have Mr. Dr. Rajesh Punyani, who's the site leader for Kenview, and there are many GCC leaders. Plus, we're going to have a lot of HR leaders, right?
I have not yet spilled the beans as of now. And people, if you're watching this, you want to get all these things, just type in I am interested. Just type in I, and we will be sending you a link where you can get all these details about the speakers, where it is happening, what is the venue. By the way, there is something secret here. This is the secret, which is, I think, probably the only event where there is a preparatory phase before you come to the live session. How does that sound? Okay. So there is a preparatory phase. If you do not know about it, coach, should I spell the beans?
Yeah. So, the way I say it is, if you want to run a marathon, right, you don't just arrive and you run, the entire run, because you cannot. You have to practice and you have to be ready for the race, because it's not just a physical race, it's a very mental performance. The same thing, all the people who are going to be coming in for this conference, they're going to be exposed to really very high powered, clued on executives who are running the world or have run the world in the past, right? So if you're not ready and you're not open and you're not prepared to receive, you might just miss, a couple of nuggets. And because this is India's only global career and leadership event, right? This is not a technology event. So we're not, this is not a Microsoft, Google release, new product, none of all that. It is very, very concerned with human potential, with helping them get ahead in their careers, and the leadership that's required in the future. So to prepare for that, we're doing 5 days online where I will, prune them. I will, ask them questions, help them reflect, so that by the time they come for the event, they are, sizzling hot and ready to receive, and they don't miss even a single nugget. Because I believe that one new thought or one something that inspires you can change your life.
Okay. I think you are already giving a lot of sizzling stuff already live. So guys, if you understand what is happening right now is Mudit is just giving you exactly those kind of things which is behind the screen. Never ever in any of the event, there is a preparatory phase of 5 days. And this preparatory phase, because you are meeting those people who are the movers and shakers of this industry. And that is something which is absolutely different. Never ever happened in this way. And all these things is happening right now. By the way, can I take a 30 seconds of a commercial break? Hello. All right. So this is not a commercial break, but this is what I'm going to do is, if you are interested in knowing about the details about the event, when it is happening, how many people and what, if you want to get your team to place, all these things are there. And if you want to talk to us, or probably want to talk to me, or probably somebody in the team to get any of your doubts cleared, it might be if you are looking for your corporates to book bulk tickets out there, we'll let you know, because I think we have very limited slots. And I'm not just telling just that to create a need or necessity. This is truth, because this has never happened. And the first time we are doing it. And this session, which is happening right now, here, we are going to take some of the best FAQs that we have looking at. So right now, there are a lot of things which is coming up, and we will be answering those things. Plus, we are also going to tell you about what is this event, how big it is, what is the detailing of it. And if you want to be somebody who wants to joint venture with us, or you want to come as a sponsor, or you want to be a referrer, or you want to recommend this out this, most welcome. Just type in IMI, that means I am interested, and we will connect back to you with a link which has all these details. Fine. So if you are watching it from anywhere, this is the right time. If you are connected, if you are listening, right time for you to give us a little bit of love. Share a like button, share it, or you can comment IMI, that is I am interested, and we will personally send you the details. As I said, this is only for very selected few people. Good. Commercial break over. All right. So Mudiji, back to you. I have another person. He has been asking me multiple times, why did my friend, my peer, get the VP role with 5 years less experience than me?
Yeah. So I think it's a very, in India, or let's just say the East, why India? We respect age. So all of us believe that the older we get, the more privileged we should be. Now, while that may be good in a family situation, it doesn't work in the corporate world.
True.
Because promotions are not about what you've done in the past. Okay? Promotions are about the potential you show for what you can do in future.
Yeah.
And the easiest way to explain this is to say that, look, every Indian captain who was made captain, whether he was a Virat Kohli, a Rohit Sharma, a Shubham Gill, everybody came into the team, a Dhoni came into the team as a player. But because of the way they behaved, they acted, they demonstrated, they led with their performances, both technical and off the field, somebody thought they were ready to be captain.
True.
It's got something to do. It's a confidence that you generate in your superiors, in your peers, and your subordinates. That look, you're somebody who's ready for the future.
I think behind the scene you are talking about something called as the executive presence. Is it something like that?
Yes, executive presence is, just one of the things, and there are many other elements, right? Because executive presence is the end part. And what, many people, when you ask executive presence, very often a lot of coaches here, unfortunately tell you it's about how you dress and how you speak. And, it's not all about that. It's much more. Fundamentally, if you look at all the research, that was done, in fact, I'll just refer to one research done by Sylvia Ann Hewitt, and she analyzed all the leaders, in the US, across industries and across ethnicities. And what they found was finally it boiled down to three things. Number one, gravitas. Number two, appearance. Or third, communication. Okay. Now, what happens is that all this is really a signal that you're ready for the next role. So you could be doing extremely well at work, right? You could be hitting your targets. You could be very knowledgeable. You could be very technical. But if you're not able to give those signals that you're ready for the next level, then you don't have executive presence.
True. True. I remember you told, I think in one of the backstage events where you're talking about, getting into true potential rather than the past performances. So anyways, I think that is very relative, and the three nuggets that you've given, I think it is one of the best things. Guys, as I said, this is going to be a 20-25 minutes of a session. So if you are still here, I want you to understand that this is something which is a level next. And if you are still here, just type in IMI, that is I am interested, and we'll send you the link. You can go through the stuff, what is happening, and we will let you know. So again, we have another session like this. If you have any kind of questions that you want us to take in this forum, we would also love to hear. So if you have any questions, please type in Q along with your questions in the comment sections, and we will be able to help you with that answers. Coach, quickly, I would like to jump into the next question. It's a different kind of a question, actually. It says, is the 50 lakh to 1 crore jump a matter of just luck, or there is an architecture behind it?
Well, I think there's a very, very strong architecture. And, there are many elements to that architecture, okay? But one of the primary elements is the visibility architecture. Now, visibility doesn't mean that, hi, I'm on social media. That's not what it is. But you've got to demonstrate at everything that you do. Again, are you signaling that you're ready for the next role? Right? And this is what separates a lot of people. So I always tell people, don't be the world's best kept secret.
Mhm.
If you've done something, you don't have to boast about it, but you can definitely share it. Share it within your company, share it, in your peer group, share it on LinkedIn, because you are making progress, right? Because a lot of people tell me, my boss doesn't like me getting so much of limelight. And that's what I say, that look, when you're on LinkedIn, right, it doesn't matter. Your boss's boss is also going to see it. Okay.
Yep, true.
And nobody can stop it. Right. So even if there are people trying to pull you down in an organization, right, the fact that you're visible, that you're able to articulate your thoughts, you're able to express the kind of problems that you've solved, and you're able
Mhm.
to demonstrate, like, again, your next level, that's what actually shifts you.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're very, let's just say, for example, you're very steady and you're very dependable and you haven't trained anybody, they're going to keep you there because they
Okay.
don't want to rock the boat.
Uh, since we don't have much time and we have got like few, I think around 5 or 10 minutes we have. So I'm going to ask you a couple of rapid fire questions. What is the event? Where is it happening? Quick.
Okay, great. So the event, the Global CXO Accelerator Summit, is happening on February 2021 live, and online will be on from 15th to the 19th. So it's 7 days. We're going to be condensing 700 years of leadership into just 7 days. And this is happening at the Hotel Chancery Pavilion in Bangalore. So wherever you are, whichever part of the world, I'm going to encourage you to come down because this is a game-changing event.
All right. And as I said, like, we have, a kind of very quantified number of seats because this is a very different kind of, an atmosphere. And we have very limited amount of people, for the sitting arrangement as well. So if you are coming as a team or if you are coming down as a corporate, please do let us know well in advance because this is where the preparatory stuff and all those things because we'll be connected. So if you have questions related to your travel, logistics, and all those things, just type in IMI, that is I am interested, and we will send you the same link and you can ask us. You can actually talk to some of the teammates who are specifically trained and designed for this because leaders need the right support. So good. Coach, before we go ahead, I would like to ask, I think I've got a lot of questions. I think we don't have that much time. Um, let's talk about something called as the secret hidden resume that global GCCs look for, but they never advertise. I think that's something I just reframed it. The question was something else. The question was, is there a kind of a secret formula? Is there a kind of a secret structure that this event is going to happening? I mean, does it contain about this? Over to you.
Yeah. So there are lots of secrets that are going to be unveiled at this event, okay? Because you have GCC heads, you have site leaders, you have a lot of senior people in the GCCs. See, people must understand that GCCs is one of the most growing sectors in India right now, and we have the world's largest GCCs. Okay, and today, that is the opportunity which, there's always a window of opportunity because before it sort of plateaus on. Okay. And therefore, uh, because of this opportunity, and you're going to be meeting all these people there, you will get to know things which are never ever shared on any platform. And that's what the secret recipe is, to listen from site leaders, from leaders who are driving, GCCs and all the international. So the kind of insights that you're going to get, I'm saying, is really phenomenal. And I would really encourage everybody who has an interest to come there.
Okay, coach, I'm actually, I have a bubbles right now because this is a question which I think even I also have. Um, what is it that is different in this particular session? Because someone was asking me, how do I negotiate? How do I talk about it? Can I ask for a 40% ask? Can I ask for, some kind of a structure by which I can show my past credibility? Will it work? So many questions. So my
Yeah.
question is one, is there any other technique by which I can learn about CXO level of an interview session? Over to you.
Absolutely. You'd be surprised. For the first time, we're actually going to be doing a live senior level interview session. Okay. So there'll be
Wow.
candidates, and then there's going to be a board panel, which consists of Shrupratik, who's coming down from the US. There's going to be Indian CEOs like Deepak. There's going to be a CHRO like Dr. Vajrajan, and there's going to be a site leader, Dr. Rajesh Punyani. So these are going to form the panel. And what they're going to do is actually conduct a live interview, and they will actually be giving feedback, okay, on what went well, what needs to be improved. Because, guess what? I've done many interviews, and there were times when I thought I'd done well and I never got the job. Okay. And there were other times where I thought I'm not going to get it and I got it. And I never knew. Nobody ever told me. So this is what happens. This is the first time where you're going to hear from senior leaders, live feedback. So there's nothing better than, you can read as much in any book, you can watch as much of social media, but if you want the real stuff, you've got to hear it from the leaders who have actually made it.
Lovely. Coach, with your permission, can I take this question? Because I think this is a question that I think I should be able to answer. So he asked me, am I too old, too late to aim for this global CXO role? So my question is, I think the people at top are on the top because they can take decisions like this. And if you want to try test it out, if you're good at decisions or not, just type in IMI. I'll send you the link, meet the people live there. Now, Coach, this is my question to you. So how many people are coming on there as speakers? And you have already told a little bit of their background. What is the total amount of, you told about the experience, 700 plus years. I would like to know in numbers, what is that one room packed up with are the people worth?
Well, they're worth in there are many ways to measure worth, right? But let's just look at it. 35 speakers, each of them has anywhere between 20 to 30 years of experience, right? Simple math, right? You will easily cross 700 years in terms of experience. But what's more important than that is the combination, right? You have business leaders, you have global leaders, you have CHROs, you have GCC. This kind of a combination, is very difficult to get in one room. It's like the perfect T20 team. You need left-hander batsmen, you need right-hander batsmen, you need all-rounders. When you get that perfect team, that's when you win the World Cup. And that's when this team that we have put together is going to make our audience really win the World Cup when it comes to their careers and leadership.
Lovely. Now, this is my question. How did you get so much of people coming together and getting CXOs, so many CXOs fitting into one room itself is a gigantic task. And I think it needs a different kind of a leadership. Would you like to spill some beans on that?
Yeah. Well, to be very honest with you, I'm blessed to have good relationships and good people whom I, interact with. Let's just look at, I've sort of had the privilege of meeting you. Just like that, I've had the privilege of meeting so many other leaders who also want to help and, because they've been through the same struggle and there was nobody there. So therefore, what we have is, they've all helped out. And you'd be surprised, when a friend asks another friend, hey, do you want to help out? The help comes so naturally and willingly. So frankly, I'd like to, really, call out my own team who's been helping out. I'd like to call on, Mr. Vishwanath, who's another part, who's the CEO of Plug Scale. He has really helped out. And we have several other leaders and, of course, some friends of mine whom I've, that I can pick up the phone and call from the US. So waiting to get them down here too. And it's just such an honor to get everybody here to serve the Indian community.
Okay, so since we have like few more minutes here, so Gopi is asking, will that be a day-long conference, 21st, 22nd at Hotel Chance? No, it is. Okay, let me tell you, all these details are already there. If you have typed in IMI, this entire details are there. Plus, if you have any questions, you can ask the support team, or if you want us to connect with any one of us at the back end, I have dedicated certain time myself also to answer some of these questions. So absolutely, it is not about the duration, but it is about, time is money, right? Coach, this is one thing I think I can vouch, I have learned from you. I think time is money is not the appropriate thing. If money is not there today, you can make the money tomorrow. But if time goes out, so it is not about that. So those people who are top decisions makers, these people understand the value of time and they leverage it out. So if you are able to get 700 years of their expertise under one roof, is it 1 day or 2 days? So, and if you are looking at how to book a hotel or lodging or anything, we can handle this out. Someone is asking quickly, will we get a chance to sit across for a mock interview? Okay, I leave it with a tag mark right now. If you are inside, yes, there are ways to get in there as well. Book a call with us and we'll let you know how to get in there. Good. Okay, we are almost at the end of it. Let me tell you, this series that you are watching right now, you will be also able to get as a recording in the page. Number two, this is the same link which will be used for the next multiple of the series that we have. The next series is happening on 6th February, exactly at 8 p.m. sharp. Coach, am I right?
Absolutely. It's just Friday. Just remember, this Friday, 8 o'clock. We'll see you there
Lovely.
again.
And I'm so sorry, guys. There are a lot of questions. I have got, I think, a page full of questions which is coming up. I'm just compiled all of them, tried around 4 or 5 questions because that's the only time. But understand, when you sit there, so online you are getting all these questions answered. Plus, you will be also getting all these questions answered live on the session as well. But there are many other things. Coach, before I leave, or probably I'll ask, we'll take a conclusion or an exit from here. Would you like to take us a little bit about how is this entire day is being planned, and what are things are there? Maybe a little bit about this, because we'll take it up this in details in the next session.
Yeah, absolutely. I can just say that, every session has been curated to give the best to mid-career leaders, right? So what we need is that, just come in, be ready for the experience, and the whole day is going to unfold. You will actually meet people, within the community. You've got great results. You listen to leaders, right through the day. And like I said, there's global leaders, there's CEOs, there's CHROs, there's GCC leaders. I mean, there's a whole wide width of people. Just come in and it'll be quite an experience.
Lovely. So with that, since as I said, time and timing is very important when you are growing high, and I think we will leave you with that kind of thought process. If you found this particular new style of Summit Sync is really touching and it is helping you, let us know which kind of questions that you want us to talk, because we have structured this in particular ways. So just to give you a little bit of a backdrop of what we are doing, on 6th, we'll be talking about something called as authority drop. That is one of the highest, I think, promising skills and structures that is required to go to that CXO kind of position. On 10th, we'll be talking about something called as the momentum builder, and we'll give you some of the nuggets about these speakers who are the movers and shakers of this world, what they are going to tell you and how this is going to be impacting. You'll be going out with this with results and clarity from the session. Coach, anything else you want to add for the last 5 seconds or 10 seconds then before we say goodbye to the people?
No, I just want to welcome everybody, and I just want to see everybody there. You don't get too many chances in life. Never miss something that could change your life. One idea, one thought, and you're hearing it from the world's best. So look forward to seeing you there.
Lovely. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be meeting you again on 6th of February, 8 p.m. In between, if you need any kind of a help, any kind of information, just type in IMI, that is I am interested, and we will send you the link with almost all the details. And if you still have any questions, we will be there to support you on the questions live on call. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye. Take care. And with that, a happy evening.